All right, everyone, welcome to Out and About. It is Wednesday, February 4th, I think.
Yes, happy birthday to my dad.
Happy birthday to your dad.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sean Keegan.
Sean
Happy birthday
Keegan.
to you.
Is it E-A-N or S-H-A-U-N or S-H?
E-A-N.
Okay,
E-A-N.
S-H-A-W-N is trash. You're
I
disgusting
agree.
if you're S-H-A-W-N.
It's also like you're a like a skateboarder or surfer or
Yes.
something if you're S-H-A-W-N.
It's like if you're S-H-A-W-N, it's like you're wearing like overalls with a
Yeah.
Patriots hat and like a...
Yeah.
Well, I've always honored the Cherokee people.
Yes, and
Which is why I'm here.
as I do want to spend the proper amount of time wishing my dad happy birthday, I
Yes.
am distracted by the outfit that you've decided to bring to the table today.
Well, talk to me about it.
And well, I'm really just curious about where you
Oh.
got this outfit. Pat seems to have a sweatpant overall on in a
Yes.
charcoal gray.
Ooh, this is good physical therapy.
Combined, which I actually don't hate the overalls. I'll say that.
Okay.
I don't hate. I would wear those overalls in the summertime, I think.
Ew, if a guy has this.
They are, yeah. Your calves are exposed in the worst way, and it is January, so again, that pale. We're all looking pale, but you got to cover up. And then he's got a T-shirt on that I didn't know you were so supportive of the Native American Indian tribes that are still residing in the country. So I'm really happy that you're an ally in that way as well. And then of course your Patriots hat. None of it. I'll say this: it does match technically because the colors are all the same. Does it go together? No.
Well,
No.
I think it's
And
a little
what are
bit.
we wearing here?
It's
What
a
are we
little bit
talking
mismatchy. I put this here. My phone goes here. This is for
Sure.
my protection, not yours.
Of course. right, exactly.
Every time I go out, I'm filming.
Just in case. You
But-
never know who's coming up on you.
Listen, we got to try new things. I'm trying new things. I've had this in my closet for probably 3 or 4 years. It's a company called Swoveralls. They sent me these, very comfy. Not sure if I'd wear them out in public. They're not advertising. Doesn't matter.
No bullshit. I do like the overalls. Like,
They're
and
very
I actually
comfy.
I don't hate any of it's just all the pieces together. I don't hate any of these
Right.
pieces individually, really.
Okay.
I don't.
But together.
The shirt, I'm curious about. I'm curious where you got that shirt. Like, where'd you find that shirt? Florida?
I bought on 14th Street at some thrift shop.
Like a vintage?
I went thrifting. I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go thrifting. I'm gonna be Gen
You were
Z.
like, I'm going to pop some tags. I only got $20
Literally.
in my pocket.
And then I went to thrifting, and the only thing I came out with was like an old like Navajo tribe shirt.
Yeah, it's something. And I feel like the the symbols are not quite, correct.
Right.
Like those are Greek symbols, I think. Like there's a lot of
Aztecian, maybe?
yeah, totally Mayan perhaps. But look, I am just happy that you're an ally and
Thank
it's
you.
clear that you're showing that today, and I love that seeing a strong, powerful woman on your chest like that.
Thank you. I
It's
appreciate
lovely.
that.
No bullshit, I like the overalls. And I
this
kind
is-
of like the more I look at them, I'm
Really?
kind of like, yeah, those are really cute.
This is
Yeah.
Sacagawea, I believe.
Is it? Oh my God, a dollar bill.
I made it
A dollar
up. I have no
coin.
idea. The problem is
You have no
this shirt is too high, so you can like see like my fucking sides
Oh no,
coming out.
yeah, you can't have that. Well, what girls do when they wear overalls, which I do own a pair of overalls.
As a plus size woman.
As a plus size woman,
Yes.
I do own a pair of overalls, and it is difficult because your love handles do spill out the sides. But you're supposed to be like actually 90 pounds and wearing like a cute tiny little tank top that
Right.
like only comes up to here, so you can see the sides. So really, all we need to do is lose 100 pounds each, and then we'll be great.
If I lost 100 pounds, I'd be dead. Not to brag.
Wow, speak for yourself. No, I'm
You
kidding.
lose-
Me
you
too,
the other
me
day,
too,
you're
me
like, I
too.
need to lose weight. I was like, please never say that again.
I didn't say it like that. I said I need to tone up, which is
Tone
a
up.
fact. Which
Here's the
is
thing
a fact.
about like toning, because as a skinny guy, I've always felt that way too. And I
Yeah.
know this might not be relatable to some people. Others
I think it is pretty
You
relatable.
have to, when you get really skinny, your body becomes misshapen.
Yes.
So you think in order to fix the misshapenness, you need to tone. But what you really need to do is eat. So instead of
Yes.
so instead of taking the parts that might bulge here or whatever and toning them back, you actually need to fill out the other parts by eating.
Yes. And so I'm doing both. I'm both eating and toning at the same time.
I'm telling you how to fix your body.
yeah. And
Hey,
thank you
here's
for
how you
that
fix your
because
body, you
I
pig.
actually did
You
look
pig
in the
bitch.
mirror. Yeah, I actually did look in the mirror this morning, and I made all those critiques already. So no need.
Okay,
no
cool.
need.
Yeah, we should start every show by me just critiquing your
Yeah.
body.
Do you think people will come to my defense when you're so mean to me about my weight?
No,
wow.
they'll find a way to hate you for it.
This is a new title of the show. Out and About podcast host body shames woman at
Yes.
Barstool Sports.
Now we're talking.
And now take some notes.
Yeah, Neely Boy
But
will
wait,
clip
no,
it. So
good morning, Neil.
Yeah.
How are
Hey,
you
Neil.
this morning? Are you watching at the crack of dawn
Paul
like you love to do?
Paul was trying to start shit with us.
Gaz
Gaz
is sniffing around. He riled me up, and you know what I hate so much now, like
Is him.
when I don't, is him for sure.
Right.
But I also constantly forget that just because we don't have stool scenes going anymore all the time here doesn't mean that they're not filming all the time.
Right.
And I've now gotten comfortable where I kind of forget. So I just walked up there, and Gaz is giving me the business, and I'm giving it back. And I forgot that Travi was right there filming the whole thing. So I don't know what that looked like. I probably look crazy.
No, you look great.
But it's okay.
I think you're at your best when you're ripping.
Thank you.
And
I feel that way too.
I love when you rip, but
Thank
the
you.
repercussions of the rip have effects on mental health.
They bring me down. They bring me down bad, and it
So-
takes about a week to bring me back up. So
And then
catch
you pop
me on
back
the,
in here and you're
then
right back
now
down.
here I am, and now here I am again. But all that aside, all that is whatever.
All right, we're taking a quick break from the show to talk to you about ZBiotics. Let's be real. Big game nights can go late, and these days, I don't bounce back like I used to. I used to think I had to choose between a great night or the great next day, and I was wrong because that was before I found pre-alcohol. ZBiotics pre-alcohol drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle tough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in your gut. It's a buildup of this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for the rough days after drinking. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break that byproduct down. Just remember to make pre-alcohol your first drink of the night, drink responsibly, and feel your best tomorrow. So if you're planning to enjoy the big game without sacrificing your productivity the next day, ZBiotics pre-alcohol has you covered. Start your night with pre-alcohol and wake up ready to show up strong at work, clear-headed, focused, and back to business. Go to zbiotics.com/out now. You'll get 15% off your first order when you choose out at checkout. Use the code out at checkout. Plus, it's backed by a 100% money-back guarantee, so there's no risk. Subscriptions are also available for maximum consistency. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/out and use code out at checkout for 15% off. All right, we're going to talk to you really quick about Cash App. Cash App just released a new status program for the way people actually spend called Cash App Green. It unlocks new ways for you to pay, get rewarded, and easily grow or manage your money on your terms. Now, when you spend at least $500 a month with Cash App Card or Cash App Pay, you earn green status, which unlocks benefits like up to $200 of free overdraft coverage, high borrow limits, and custom personalized cashback offers every Friday at the places that you love to shop. Turn everyday spending into status with Cash App Green. Download Cash App today or visit cashapp.com/new to learn more about this and other great features launching now. For a limited time, new Cash App customers can earn $10 if they use code CashApp10 in their profile at sign up and spend $5 and send $5 to a friend within 14 days. Terms apply. Cash App is a financial service program, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Cash App Green. Overdraft fees, overdraft coverage, borrow, cashback offers, and promotions provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cashapp.com/legal/podcast for full disclosures. Everyone head over to Cash App. You're going to love it.
I want to hear about the wonderful, exciting moment when you got a text message from Dave Portnoy saying you were going to the Super Bowl. Because what did we say? We said that the show's not over till it's over, honey. And I had a feeling.
Yeah,
and
it
I'm
was
thrilled. Tell us everything. Tell us everything.
It was so crazy because
I'm so excited.
It was
Sorry.
like words can't even really describe. Like I never got to see a Patriots Super Bowl any Super Bowl in person, like the Tom Brady era or anything. And so last week when we did the show, I was like, okay, let me make sure everything I said was true. I'm very happy for everyone going.
Oh, of course, which is I think part of it. Like you're genuine in what you say. Like I don't think that you're I don't think that you're bullshit when it comes to work. You're not bullshitting when it comes to work and how you feel about supporting other people at the company and helping people kind of.
And I think I realize
respecting what they're doing.
I realize what we have.
Yeah.
Like I realize how rare this is. And
100%.
I think a lot of I think you do too. I think a lot of young people don't.
Oh my God.
And so
I'd be fired
like,
anywhere else every day. Like
literally
the way
same.
I talk, the way I act, like there's just no way. It's not. I worry sometimes, like what happens when Dave is like, hey, old girl.
Yeah.
You know, you've got one too many wrinkles. You're out of biz. It's enough. And people are afraid of your filler. Like it's going to, which I don't have any yet, but it's like, you know, I wait for that phone call one day and I worry about being released back into the wild. Like, you know, like
You're
how
fine.
they,
You're
whatever.
Gonna die in these walls.
My digital footprint is so bad.
Mine's disgusting. Mine is.
So that's really why, like, I think about that, and I think about like all the stuff that we've been able to do in general here, and yeah, it's hard not to appreciate it.
Exactly.
So I think when you were talking about how excited you were for everyone that was going, I think that there was a level of humility there that it seems as if Daddy Dave saw it.
Apparently, he texted. So I'm driving through Florida, and I get a text message as I land. My phone, like the text messages come through, and I see Dave Portnoy new. And in my head, I go, "Okay, here we fucking go."
Literally the worst text to receive.
I go,
no offense,
"This
Dave.
is it."
I love Dave. I never want to see a text from him unless it's
Ever. I go, "This is it." I go, "Contract's up in November. They're cutting me loose early. This is it. It's been a great run. Let's start applying to Subway, McDonald's. Like
of course.
Let's use the little skills you have to try and get another job." I open it up.
Maybe change your identity. Like
Right,
again,
change your
it's
identity.
really it's the digital footprint thing. It's like if you get fired, what the fuck?
Well, I've
where
said
are
for
you
years,
gonna go?
Once it does end here, I'm gonna buy a fleet of jet skis and I'm gonna move to a tropical island and I'm
yeah.
just gonna undercut the locals
Oh
and
yeah,
just rent out jet skis.
That's perfect. I'm gonna work at a botanical garden. So
Yeah, it's the
one of these
most.
days.
You're gonna be like the. You're gonna be the crazy lady at a botanical
Yeah,
garden.
for sure. I know that that's my calling, but anyway, sorry. I keep interrupting your
No,
story
you're
with my
good.
bullshit.
So I see the text message come up on my phone and I go, "Oh my god, this is it. It's over, whatever." And so I open it up, and it says to me, let's see what it says.
Yeah, read the text. I love that. I love like imagining Dave's tone.
I know, and
It's so hard really to imagine his tone because I never know his tone, even when I can hear it with my own ears.
never. I'm pretty good at reading him in person, but
Yeah, in person, yes.
Over
In
the
person is
phone,
a lot easier.
it's tricky. He says, "Hey, sorry for being late, but if you wanted to go to the Super Bowl, I'll make sure you got a ticket. May not be a sweet ticket because I'm not sure on those, but I'll get you in the door." And I waited like 10 minutes. I was like, let me just get behind the wheel here before I text this guy back.
Smart.
That way I know if I should veer my car off the road.
Yes.
And I said, "Wait, is this real?" And he goes, "Yeah, I forgot about you and then saw you bitching-ish." I go, "I'm trying to get all our Pats fans out there." And I said, "Holy shit, thank you so much. I'm so happy. You have no idea. Can't wait." And that was the end of it. And then he put me in a text message with Live Event Lisa, who set me up on a flight.
Of course.
And next thing you know, I am headed to the Super Bowl to see 23-year-old Drake May lead the New England Patriots to a victory over the Seattle Seahawks to start the next round of a Patriots dynasty. I cannot fucking wait. It's going to be incredible. Fly out Saturday, fly back Monday.
Hell yeah.
I land at Delta. I was able to get like a great deal on an upgrade to Delta.
Oh,
Not on the first class
yeah.
list. Not on the first class list.
No.
So I was able to get there. I'm going to land at like noon on Saturday, and then we got
yeah.
a bunch of parties. DraftKings, so we love, is throwing a party, so we're going to go to that with
Really?
Ludacris and Chainsmokers.
No, shut up.
Luda! Yeah.
Fuck, I'm really jealous of that. I love Ludacris.
It's gonna be so great. And then we
Got
have
a little
another
bit
party.
of blueberry, yum, and I never would have thought that it could taste this good.
I got hose. Remember?
Pimpin' all over the world?
Of course.
God
Pimpin'
damn it.
all over the world.
Damn it. You hear that song, so dance. Don't always think I'm trying to get in your pants. I'm a big Ludacris fan. Wow, fuck, I'm jealous.
It's gonna be
That's
fucking
so
great.
cool.
So we land. It's funny because most people in Barstool now who are there are doing shows all week.
Yeah.
Making the money.
Making
And
the
then
money, yes.
They all
Cashing those checks.
They all leave.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. And then they all leave, and then like the foot soldiers come in,
And then the
take
party
their spot.
shows up.
Then the Gazzes, the Hanks, the
Yeah,
fights.
fuck yeah.
Hank is there already. Fasoli, Hogdale is going to be in the suite.
I have gone
Myself.
Like, I was so kind of like not sure like who Hog was. Like I knew Hog was a sports call guy. When you alerted me to him being a Patriots fan, and then I kind of did a little deep dive. Couldn't be happier for Hog. Like I'm very happy
Dave was
for
talking about
Hog.
Wake Up Barstool. He goes, Hog is there. He goes, Hog is 6'4", 3,000.
I forgot how big
he goes,
he is.
6'4", he's
Yeah.
3,000 pounds. He goes, if you need Fasoli to go belly flop on a bunch of Seahawks fans, he'll do it. We have foot soldiers
It was
going to
great.
experience this. And Hank said it best. Said Patriots Dave is my favorite Dave.
Yeah.
I am just so happy to be going and like experiencing this, and now I'm not going to be fucking like jammed into a tiny seat on the way out.
Yep.
It's going to be an experience. It's going to be crazy because out there they're 3 hours behind.
Yes.
So usually Super Bowl starts at, I don't know, like 6 or something.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 3 p.m. there.
Which is going to be the coolest.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking great, right?
I would say that generally the time difference, the 3-hour time difference is like kind of annoying in certain aspects. Like if you're, I always compare it to like The Bachelor. I was always watching The Bachelor and you'd have to wait to watch The Bachelor because it wasn't airing early.
Right.
But I think the coolest thing to do is air the sports early because how amazing. You can rip it up and then start your night at 8 p.m. after you've already won a Super Bowl, probably. Like,
it's gonna be
what
great.
the fuck? Oh my God. I'm so
such an old man,
for you.
though. I'm thinking, I'm already stressed out about, like, I was like, you need to, like, I'm going to be so healthy this week, so I have tons of energy because I probably have low T and something terminal.
Of course.
So I'm going to go out there, and 9 p.m. is when our first party starts. I'm like, okay, 9 p.m., that's midnight, so I'm going to go there, I'm going to sleep. I can't.
And it's
fucking
such a
wait,
good
man.
crew. Okay, so tell me, everybody, all the Patriots fans now that you've uncovered. I'm sure you're,
yeah.
have you guys all been
and
chatting?
also the
everyone is going.
Massachusetts. This is how great it is.
Yeah.
Massachusetts producers got the call.
Like
Dave
Mulcahy?
texted. I don't know about Mulcahy.
Ooh, fuck.
No, Mulcahy's out there. Mulcahy's out there anyway.
He's already there.
Who knows how he's always weaseling his way to something.
He'll get in. He'll get in.
Like Ben DiGiulio is going. Cody is going. Like the fact that he's taking all these, like the fact that he's just buying tickets for people
to the fucking Super
No
Bowl.
one fucking does that. Tickets are
is
not cheap. They're $8,000 a pop.
Wait, that's so crazy. I didn't
never complain about a bonus situation ever
Cody's
again when you're doing this.
Ben DiGiulio. I mean, that's sick. What about like I saw Dante. Finally, Dave made a joke that he wasn't gonna be invited, but he is invited. So Dante's like tearing up about it. He's so excited.
The Don is out of control.
I love Dante.
The Don was texting me some shit. It was about like some party. Something.
I love him.
He's the best. So it's gonna be Dave, Hank, John, Gaz, myself, Hog, Fasoli, Cody, Ben DiGiulio, Brianna Chicken Fry.
Oh, Bree is going.
I saw
Bree post saying, "Hey,
yeah, that was like, don't fucking you rich bitch. I love Bree, but buy your don't ask.
No, I
please.
did also think I was like, girl, you're rich.
Yeah,
get a ticket. I also would have thought she'd be going with her friends, like she's
listen
got
again.
people.
I don't care.
But
whatever.
she's going, so that's and you guys are
she's Massachusetts.
You'll have fun, yeah.
And I don't know who else is going to be in the suite. I think there's probably it's like 10 and 10 because Dave split it with his buddy allegedly. So there's going to be 10 people in the suite from us. Maybe it might be lopsided a little bit, and then 10 from his buddy. But Hank was saying the suite was like I think it was like $1 million, a little over $1 million, or a little under 2 or something.
So we were way off. I remember I was like getting the door for $100,000. Maybe they're each putting in 2. I saw them talking about it. I think on Son of a Boy Dad talking about the prices and that they were starting at like 600,000. And I was like, wow, I really, I don't know. It makes so much sense, but I just don't know about sports pricing. Like especially for big events, like obviously the Super Bowl is the biggest football event you can go to, right? I would assume.
Yes.
And so I compare everything to concerts, and I think about like Eras Tour and how much those tickets were. But like I know how much a suite was for that. It's nowhere near like $1 million a suite. Like that's unheard of. So, or at least in my world. So
nowhere near.
What a moneymaker football is, huh?
It's fucking crazy. Notable omission,
Jeez
Little
Louise.
Sass. Off the list.
Is he going?
He's not.
He's not going. Why?
I have no idea. I don't know.
No,
someone
is
said
he the
something
only
like,
one?
is Sass going? I was like, I don't think.
Wait, you know what though? I was confused for a while. I thought that Sass was a Bills fan for real, but apparently that was like a bit, and he's like a very serious Patriots fan.
Oh no, he loves the Pats.
Right, but I thought he was a Bills guy. But I think he was like for a bit.
He's just not in the mix. Like I don't think he's like in the mix enough to like.
He strikes me as another guy that can afford his own ticket, or somebody, one of his like other famous friends will bring him.
Yeah, he'll go with like Shane Gillis.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Where's he from? He's not a Pats guy. Philly, duh. Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know. I'm pumped. I almost. You never tell you the story about how I almost went to a Super Bowl when the Patriots played Atlanta back in the day?
No.
It was at the time.
That would have been a crazy game to be at.
At the time,
that was like beginning of Barstool for you.
Yes,
right?
it was. Like a little, maybe
couple
a couple
months,
years
maybe?
after, maybe a couple years after. But
that was the 28-3 game, right? That would have been 2018, I think, or 2017.
So a year after. At the time I was producing Johnny Manziel's, who's, by the way, the worst person in the world.
I forgot about that.
I was producing his podcast with Casey and his agent, Eric Burkhart, and I was like all jazzed. This is when we had the radio station going.
Totally.
I was all jazzed to go, and Eric Burkhart's like, hey, I'm flying my private jet down to the Super Bowl. Come with me, I'll get you in. I was like, fucking great.
Hell yeah.
I am in.
What the hell?
Dave got wind of it.
Oh, no.
And so at the time, the rule was if you go to any sporting event, anything, you have to be on radio the next day.
Right.
Because if we have a radio show, you're not going to talk about the Super Bowl the next day because you're hungover or whatever.
Of course.
And so I remember I was sitting at the old office, and Gaz comes up to me and goes, Dave wants to talk to you. I was like, what?
Oh, no.
And so Dave's on the phone. He's like, you're going to the Super Bowl, blah, blah, blah. He's like, you can't. You got to be on radio.
Oh, geez.
And I was so upset. I was like, you're going to fire me over this? And he was like, I'm not going to fire you. I was like, you're really going to fire you? He's like, I'm not going to fire you, but it's not going to be good. That's how good of a person is. He goes, I'm not going to fire you, but it's not going to be good.
That's hilarious.
And he's like, it's your call. And like Erica was like, what are you going to do? And so I like sat on, I knew I wasn't going to go.
Yeah,
and then,
of course. Well, once you get the call, it's like, well, now it's
ruined anyway.
The balloons pop.
He's like, you can go, but you better fucking be on radio the next day. So if God forbid the flight back, there's a delay or something.
Of course.
So I ended up not going, and that was the one that I missed. Great decision not to go, by the way.
Good decision not to go, right, because of it. But that is a bummer to have missed that, for fear of.
But it all comes out in the wash because now I'm going to this, and this is even better.
And
this
here's
is
your
even
karma.
Fucking better.
Here's your karma, paid all the way forward. It took literally 10 years, but here it is. And I'm happy for you. I think that this is going to be. I don't know. I think that the camaraderie around it is so fun. I feel like Dave is he's just excited. He's into it. And I love a moment where like you can pluck all the people from all over the company and bring them all together and do one thing. I think it's really cool. So I'm hyped for you. I think it's going to be what a spectacular time, and I can't wait to hear about it. We got boots on the ground at the Super Bowl.
We got boots on the ground. I'm going to be going live all over the place. Yeah. I'm going to be drinking.
You're going to be I can't wait for you to be drinking. I can't wait for you to be drinking with the boys, too. It's going to be like drinking with the boys.
Drinking with the boy, like my nightmare.
Yeah.
I also, literally my nightmare.
Yeah, but you always code switch, and it's hilarious.
I code switch. It's, I forgot how much I love drinking.
Girl.
Let me tell you something.
I feel you. I've been itching.
Let me tell you.
I've been itching for just a raucous night.
Buddy, let me tell you about old Patty's night in Florida.
What'd you do?
Florida
did look amazing.
I'm going to have a couple cocktails. I'm going to turn back the clock tonight.
Yes.
Kelly, I haven't thrown up from drinking in 10 years. In
really?
10 years.
That I think is more shocking than anything.
I sit down at the bar. It's alone. I'm alone. I'm great. It's peaceful. Bartender comes up to me. Hey, you look familiar. Oh, okay. Is your name Pat? Yeah. She goes, do you know Glennie Balls? I go, what? She goes, do you know Glennie Balls? She goes, I'm texting with him right now. I was like, yes, I know Glennie. This is in Delray, Florida, by the way. So
which I told you, he's the mayor of that place.
Glennie Balls is the mayor of everywhere he goes.
I was not kidding. I know he really is.
So we sit down, and then she starts giving me shots. And then these like bros, these like college age-ish bros were talking to me, and so then we're drinking and drinking and drinking. 9 p.m. rolls around. Like, we going to the next bar? I go, oh, yeah, no, I'm going to bed. They were like, what do you mean? I was legless when I stood up.
It's time for sleep.
It was fucking great.
Where were you? What's that bar? It's like
Tin Roof.
Tin Roof. Yeah,
Tin Roof
of
in
course.
Delray, Florida.
Tin Roof in Delray and in Nashville. I think we just know all the people. Or Glennie does. Glennie knows all the people. So
I don't know why people won't live where if you have the choice to live somewhere warm, why would you not?
Yeah.
My entire mood was changed.
True, that's true. You need a dose of it. You need a dose of the sunshine. But I would think eventually it becomes just like it's like, oh, another fucking day of sun. You know what I mean? That's not to quote La La Land in the negative way. But
no, never, of course. I'll tell you though, it was fucking great. It was like, so nice. You ever have your stomach, I'm going to sound like such a booze bag right now.
No, go on, because I guarantee I know exactly what you're talking about.
Your stomach is like primed for alcohol. Like I had the right amount of food and I took a sip. I just had I was like, all right, let me get a shot and a beer. Let me just kick things off here, see how it goes down. This beer was so good.
Just like the Christmas beer of all time.
I had one. I was
what
like,
kind of beer? Do you know?
An ice cold Bud Light.
Ooh!
I go, I'm gonna have 15 of these, and I'm not even gonna stand up. And then I stood up to pee, and I was like, but of course I fell in love with everyone there. Delray Beach. If you want to go to Delray Beach, have you ever been?
Oh yeah. Multiple times. Yes.
I didn't even know it existed until the fall.
I've been all over that place. I've been Delray, West Palm, like that whole area. Pomplano Beach, I think, is right there too. Pompano, whatever. All those little beaches that have kind of become youthful. I feel like that's like the young part of Florida, and by young I just mean like people in their 30s. Like it's not, not spring break. It's like one level above spring break.
It was great because when we were out, I was out at like 6, and it was all people our age.
Yeah.
And then the young kids come in, and it's like, okay, time to go to bed.
It's like enough, right? There's a changing of the guard.
Literally, a changing of the guard.
Tin Roof, I believe that is where we did our Florida BVA season 2.
Yes.
Was at that same place.
In Nashville.
No, we did it in Nashville season 1.
God.
And then Florida season 2, I think it was there as well.
Oh wow.
That's just, but I also have been there otherwise.
It was. I'll tell you,
Yeah.
it was unbelievable. If you have, I filmed some motorcycle content. It was great. That's gonna come out in like a month. We're getting a bunch of.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be so great.
I saw you post your video after you got off the Kawasaki, right?
Yeah, Kelly.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I paid attention. You were
After
so
you got
excited.
off of the Kawasaki, the most could not have been
I
less
was so
natural.
afraid.
But your effort is up.
I was so afraid to be
You
wrong.
were Kelly.
Did you see
are
me look at you
kidding?
like waiting to see?
After you got off of the Kawasaki.
Off of the Kawasaki. I just didn't want to
Yes.
be wrong. But no, I saw how excited you were. And listen, I can respect. I come from a family of car people. My dad's a car guy. So I
Yeah.
understand speed. Okay.
Yes.
And I can appreciate your excitement as you
Well,
got
we're
off
on it
that.
right now.
Yeah.
It
Congrats.
literally cured my depression. I was
Yeah.
like, I was like, it's crazy how
Well, when's the last time you were on a motorcycle?
like 6 months, but it's
Yeah,
like
it's
it's
a long
crazy how
time.
doing things you like makes you feel good.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of just rotting in my fucking apartment,
Yeah.
like stoned eating like delivery.
Looking at anything but your phone makes you feel better.
It is so
It's
insane
crazy.
how much your phone affects your mental health.
Yeah, I know.
And this bike was like, I'm gonna like nerd out here for a minute and then I'll
Do
get
it.
off because I know
Do
this
it.
is not you.
No, I'm dying to hear about it. I'm excited.
This motorcycle, tune out now if you don't want it, and then come back in like a minute.
They'll love it.
It
Learn
is-
something new.
It's
Tune
called
in. Learn something new.
It's
Yeah.
called the Kawasaki Ninja H2.
Love it. Okay.
It is. I was riding like 3 different ones, and that was the final one that I rode. And it started raining right before I rode it. It's the fastest.
Which
it's the most dangerous
It's
thing in the world.
dangerous because of what's hydroplaning.
Hydroplaning, exactly. Get it, girl. Now she's a car. Now she's a
And
car
now
lady.
I am. Like I said, I am from a family of car girls.
Now she's
Anyway.
a motor queen.
Yes.
It was so. It's an icon.
Yeah.
The Kawasaki Ninja H2 it's an icon. People don't buy this motorcycle. It's the video's not going to be about speed because it's illegal and you can't post it, whatever. But I
Yeah.
was speeding.
Yeah.
Sometimes, allegedly.
Whatever.
It is so it's the fastest production bike on the planet. It is so unbelievably
cool.
fast. You can't even describe it.
Does it make your face feel like go back?
I got off and my hands are doing
course.
this from adrenaline.
Yeah.
Imagine like a group of this bike is meant to go very fast on the highway and
Yeah.
not just like 80, 90. I'm talking like 230 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It is flawless.
It's like the Autobahn. It's like meant for the Autobahn, but it's
It
a
is the
motorcycle.
top of it's the top of the top. It's a group of people designed this bike to do exactly that.
Wow.
And there is not one single flaw with the machine.
Wow.
Everything about it, from the way your weight transfers to the way the gears are set up to the launch control to the position of your legs to the aerodynamics of the front. Everything about it is perfect,
Yeah.
and I've never experienced anything like this, and I can't wait for you guys to see. And I
Wow.
will say, I got on the highway, and this guy was they call him a hooligan if they're like crazy on the bike.
Yeah.
I got on, and I was like, oh, he's cooking. And I was like, all right, I don't even know like how much this is like boring people, but I was
It's
like,
not
okay,
good.
I'm
No,
in
I'm absolutely captivated by
I'm
this.
in thank
no
you. That's
no
very
bullshit.
nice.
Do you see my I'm like,
Yes, thank you. I love this. I was in like first gear. In first gear, you can go over 100, but you
Yeah.
don't do that because you die.
yeah, of course.
And so I'm on the highway. I'm doing like 80 in second. There's 6 gears. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, like let me catch up to this guy real quick. Third, fourth. There's 2 more gears left.
Oh my
I
God.
look down. I'm doing 160. I thought I was going maybe 95. And the crazy
so
part
it's just
is
so smooth.
the crazy part is it didn't run out of power. It's not like you floor it on a cart, runs out.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
thing doesn't run out. It was.
I am so interested in the mechanics.
It blew my
Wow.
fucking mind. And
Wow.
That can't be like the point of the video that I'm putting out because
Of course.
Reese's isn't gonna like advertise with a guy who's
Yeah, of course.
But it's
you
gonna
can't
be
like
cool.
risking your life.
Yeah, because we
Although,
highlighted
I don't
Del
know.
Rey.
Chef Donnie had a whole Daredevil set, but
know.
that was a little more controlled environment.
Yeah.
I think, probably.
So it's great because the point of it is like we highlight like different areas. So I did Martha's
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Vineyard, I did Cape Cod, I did New York to Massachusetts. Now I'm doing Del Rey. So we start here, we go all the way up to Palm Beach, we go back down, we go out to eat. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be like 12 minutes.
Amazing.
It's a lot of fun.
I can't wait to see it.
Okay, I'm done with the motorcycle.
I think that's going to be very exciting. I think your motorcycle stuff is really cool. And
Yay.
similar to what you said, I think last week we were talking about it when you mentioned like, you know, the content that people put out and everybody like sees it. And you said that everybody like loved your motorcycle
Yeah.
stuff. I think it's so clear how much you love it, how passionate you are on it. So I'm really excited to see.
Yay.
And I know that you were pumped. And I'm glad that you had that moment in the sun, literally and figuratively.
It was incredible.
Especially after you know, you got the bum knee going.
I literally
Or
I
leg,
do have the
whatever.
bum knee going. And also, speaking of
So it's been a long time since you've had fun like that. So I'm happy for you.
It's been so long. And
Yeah.
speaking of moments in the sun,
Yeah.
fucking I come back here and fucking Punxsutawney Phil.
Oh my God.
If he sees his shadow, he should be executed on stage. They should hold him by his grubby little tail and shoot him in the head.
Can I tell you?
It's insane.
First of all, one of my favorite things of all time, like just on this earth, is Punxsutawney Phil and
That's
Groundhog
the most
Day.
you thing.
I think that it is the most absurd, hilarious tradition that I love that we just still do it. We keep doing it. I don't know if you watched the whole I'm trying to think what it's called. Not a celebration, presentation, event, whatever.
Yeah.
You can watch the whole event. And in Punxsutawney, it's in Pennsylvania.
Yep.
And they really go all out. Like the guys who are putting on this presentation, they've got top hats. They've got they look like they belong in like the 50s.
They're excited
or
to ruin
whatever.
everyone's day. That's the
Yes.
problem.
So they get up there and they've got scrolls and they're calling out you would think that they're like in the town square announcing this very important thing, which is whether or not Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow. If he sees his shadow, it's 6 more weeks of winter. If he doesn't see his shadow, it means an early spring. But that's kind of changed over the years. It used to be like 6 more weeks of winter or 6 weeks until spring, which is literally the same amount of time.
They went woke.
They went woke about it and they were trying to give people hope or whatever.
Fuck that.
Now it's gone full the other way. And this is why I wanted to bring it up, because I think that right now everybody needed something to direct their hate at. And Punxsutawney Phil took the bullet this year.
Yes.
They were like, they were like, and here he is. They're showing him to the crowd like this. And then they have him like this. They open the scroll and they're like, 6 more weeks of winter. And everyone's, no, what the fuck? Fuck you. And they're literally like reveling in the hate on stage, being like, yeah, boo, boo.
Who
and
has
I
to
think
do it? Like, who is that?
It's like the mayor of the town or
looking it
whatever.
up.
He's like in charge of Punxsutawney. But it's so funny to me how like this nation just needed something silly to get pissed at, and Punxsutawney Phil is taking it. But I also want to bring up that seemingly there's this trend. I don't know how long it's been going on. I know that it's been at least 10 years in some parts of the country, but there are groundhogs all over the place. We've got conflicting weather reports.
I thought it was a beaver.
It's a groundhog.
Is that the same thing?
It's literally Groundhog's Day. No, it's not. It's not.
I'm sorry.
Sweetie,
you
it's
are
Groundhog's Day.
retarded? It's actually Groundhog's Day.
No, a beaver is different looking, has a different tail, etc. We had groundhogs in my house growing up. This is actually shout out to my dad. I'll tell a story about my dad for his birthday. My dad versus the groundhogs in my yard was a fight that went on for worse than Caddyshack, which is also one of his favorite movies. Worse than Caddyshack. These groundhogs would dig underneath our shed outside that had like the lawnmower in it and all the stuff.
Suburban thing.
No, it's I'm from suburbia, like big time. But the these groundhogs, they would do it. They would go out in the yard. They'd be eating whatever. And my dad, we would be sitting down having like a lovely family meal, and a groundhog would show up. My dad would literally there's a groundhog. Like get up out of the chair, go outside, grab the bricks that he decided were going to be his weapon of choice, and he would throw bricks at the groundhogs because he wanted to kill the groundhogs and get them out because they were digging holes all over the yard. I don't know if he ever caught one or if he ever hit one.
They should have your dad on
He
stage.
might have.
Your dad should bludgeon one to death if it sees his
He
shadow.
would. My dad has no sympathy for pests in the yard. Like he cares very much about his yard, and those groundhogs were really, really fucking it up. So he was always throwing bricks. I think eventually he tried to poison them. It was a lot of, they were pesty. But then they had babies, and the babies were all around, and they were running around. And yes, they're cute, but it was a problem. But then the hawks came by, and one time we were coming back to the house, and there was a hawk just posted up in the yard, just sitting on the ground, which is not a thing that hawks do.
Right.
So we're like, what's going on? And it kind of looked around, gave us a face, and then flew away with the baby groundhog in its
Really?
feet. Yeah, it was
That's
amazing.
fucking
So
crazy.
Punxsutawney Phil, watch your fucking mouth and count your days, because I'm gonna send my dad and his bricks after you if you don't get it right next time.
Could you kill a groundhog with
no, I
remorse?
couldn't. Well, you know who could? Bill de Blasio. Have you seen that?
No,
those?
what?
You don't know about Staten Island Chuck? Rest in peace. God rest his soul.
No. Keep going. I'm just making sure we're still recording.
My favorite. We are. I can see it in the reflection. Or
good.
let me see.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
That changed everything. Okay.
Yeah, I can see it in the reflection.
Staten Island.
We're popping off. So Staten Island Chuck was the Staten Island version of Punxsutawney Phil, which is why I'm saying that there are other groundhogs. Get your news where you want, but mostly all of them have said 6 weeks till winter or more of winter. Regardless, Staten Island Chuck, he has since been replaced, but when Bill de Blasio was made mayor, he went out to Staten Island to do he's doing the mayor stuff. He shows up everywhere, and he was handed, I watched the video again last night, to make sure I was getting it right. He was handed the groundhog, Staten Island Chuck. Not sure why. Why are we giving him to the mayor? This live animal.
Teeth? Can they bite?
Yes, they can bite.
Do they detooth them?
No, they definitely they might declaw, but I'm not sure what they do. It's like definitely someone's pet. Yeah.
I'd like to wear Groundhog Phil as a pelt.
Yeah, I think so too. But anyway, so Groundhog Phil.
What's his name?
Punxsutawney Phil. But he is a groundhog. Sorry, this story is long, but it's worth it, I swear. De Blasio is handed the groundhog. He starts like holding it up, and the groundhog twists out of his arms, and he just drops it on the ground. And Staten Island Chuck hit his head, internal bleeding, died.
Right there.
Right there. A week later, he died.
He died?
Yeah.
So, I'm sure that wasn't
They try to keep that under wraps about de Blasio all the time, but it's the funniest video. And de Blasio's laughing. He doesn't know what to do. He's like, oh, ho, ho. And then
he's bleeding
the
out internally.
The handler like immediately picks up the groundhog and is like holding him close, and her face is just like screaming internally. Like
starts
she knows,
breastfeeding him back to health.
It was definitely like her pet. Like I feel bad, but now
he's not latching.
There's a new Staten Island Chuck though, so never fear. They just keep replacing the groundhogs when they die. But yeah, it's a long-standing tradition. It's a way to direct all of our anger, or something to direct all of our anger towards. If you're feeling angry about the cold or the state of the world, whatever, you could just say, fuck you, Punxsutawney Phil. Come correct next year, you rat piece of shit.
Well, listen, he's gotta watch his back.
Yeah, he really does.
I had a friend whose father owned a pest control business back in the day, and he used to catch raccoons.
So he's in the mob.
He's in the mob. Mm-hmm. You know how they used to kill the raccoons?
Yeah.
They used to fill up a trash bag full of water, trash bin full of water.
Okay.
They put the raccoon in a cage, dump the cage in the trash can.
Drown them. Smart. Yeah. I
Now,
feel like my dad may have tried to do that with a groundhog.
Do you have an issue with? This is the rodent show. Do you have an issue with chipmunks at your house? I'm sure.
No, but at my Nana's house we did, and oh my God, that's a great story too. Shout out to my Nana. She one time had tiny little chipmunks that were burrowing underneath. She had a beautiful Japanese maple in the front of her in her front yard. She had like a wraparound
You're making
driveway.
a lot more. Everything you're telling me about your childhood, it's all making more sense.
Oh yeah,
like your love of birds.
Yes. No. I come from a nature family as well.
Yes.
A car family, a nature family, and a music family. Those are things that will come up often. But my Nana, gardener, loves the whole thing. She, in the front yard, there was always a chipmunk, and she would find the holes, and she'd be like, these motherfuckers, and she'd get so pissed. And one time we were out there, and we watched one of the chipmunks go into one of the holes, and she ran and got the hose and stuck the hose in there and turned the hose on to drown him out.
Did it work?
And it came out. It came flying out, like running. It was like running against the water. It came flying out, and then she was like, nah.
And then Nana caught it in her teeth.
Yeah, and then she grabbed it with her hands, and she snapped its neck. No, she didn't do that. She didn't do that, but she did drown him out. Yeah, we've got some sickos in my family, I think, actually.
We gotta do it. We had a chipmunk issue at our house in Franklin, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
And my parents shout out to my buddy Lloyd. Shout out La Violette Garage Doors. If you need a door in Massachusetts, tri-state area, that's your guy. He goes, Patty, he goes, talks like this. He goes, Patty, here's what you're gonna do.
I love this voice.
I go, all right, great. He goes, here's how you get rid of the chipmunks. You take a bucket. You find like we have a bunch of rock walls. You put a rock wall. You fill up a bucket halfway with water. You coat the top of the bucket with sunflower seeds. You take a 2x4. You take a 2x, darling. From the rock wall to the bucket, and you put a couple seeds on it. The chipmunks walk. They think that the seeds are a solid surface. They jump in and drown. We killed 16 in one day.
Holy shit!
Yes.
16?
16.
That's an infestation. That's a problem.
It's crazy. And this was like a couple of years ago because my neighbor next door, love her to death. She feeds a chipmunk. So there's 1,000 of them running around. Of
course.
And once they got in my dad's car, he's like, all right, you're good.
Yeah.
Now's the time. Take the gloves off. Kill these fuckers.
Yeah, forget it. That's the end.
So it was sparse a couple years ago.
Neighbors feeding the wild animals is crazy. We have one of my neighbors where I grew up would feed foxes.
Yes.
And that was a problem because I understand now the tone on foxes has changed. People are under the assumption that foxes are like purposefully domesticating themselves, so people will bring them in like dogs, and I don't disagree. I've seen a lot of foxes acting pretty cute.
That's
and
what I've done as
accepting water. Yeah. It takes one to know one, dear.
Yes.
But I there's a point though, like there was a point when my neighbor was doing this. He was like boiling chicken for these foxes and like throwing it in the yard, and they'd come back every night. And we had a dog, and it was like we had a Yorkie, and it was like we can't have these foxes hanging around with our Yorkie hanging around.
They'll
like
eat
you
the
can't.
dog.
Yes, and like there's too much happening. And eventually they stopped. But
do you have a gun? Does your dad have a gun?
No, but I know he wants one. My mother wouldn't allow it.
She wouldn't allow it.
He might have like a sneaky one hiding somewhere, but
On
I
his
think
ankle
that
even.
probably, concealed to carry. I don't know what he's up to.
Well, 2A protects
Should I
1A.
get one for him for his birthday? I actually haven't gotten him a gift yet.
You should buy him a sick ass gun.
Just a
like Tony
gun.
Soprano
And be
buys
like, I won't tell
Carmella's
Mom.
dad the gun. Yeah.
Honestly,
You should buy him like a beautiful
no, my mom would be
musket.
so upset. She'd
You
be
buy
so
him
upset.
you buy him an AR to smoke chipmunks.
He would literally
Pow,
just
pow,
he
pow.
would kill every animal in the backyard. Like that'd be it. That'd be it.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Wow.
Okay, here's a segue for you, and we're gonna get back to a couple other football things here in a minute.
Yeah.
Those groundhogs are traitors. Speaking of traitors.
Traitors.
We are caught up on Traitors. We're recapping it now. One of the greatest backstabbing, conniving moments in the history of reality television. Spoiler alert: Rob backstabbing Lisa Rinna.
Wow.
Unfucking real.
Bold move by Rob.
Oh, I love it.
I thought it was smart for his game.
Yes.
Listen, if anyone was confused about whether or not Rob was playing for number one himself, you shouldn't be confused anymore. It's very clear that he is playing this game hard. He has no alliances to anybody, not even his fellow traitors.
It was so
he doesn't
good.
give a fuck. And like, I love Rob because I'm under his spell.
Yeah.
Seeing a few of those cracks in the glass, I'm kind of like, oh, there's that fuck boy I've been hearing about.
Yes.
There he is.
It was so like you're like, there's no way he's gonna start turning people against
It was
Lisa.
crazy that
and then
did
he
that.
did, and Lisa's just like, what is going on? And it was Candace is the other traitor, right?
Candace is the other traitor, yeah.
Candace is like, we're gonna do our own thing now. Fuck you. In the preview for next week's episode,
She's over it.
it was so good. And the murder in plain sight where Lisa goes, I'm Lisa Rinna. I know how to work a fabulous room. It was just
Wait,
so great.
There was another part in that time. So there's like, they've got have to do a murder in plain sight. There's all kinds of bells and whistles. There's anecdotes. There's drama. They're dragging out Jam Jam. It was Lisa. Like all
Dude,
the
Jam Jam?
drama of that.
Shut
Yeah,
the fuck up, dude.
I'm happy that Jam Jam is gone. I thought Jam Jam was annoying and kind of like piggybacking off of other people's shit. As a faithful, I feel like he just didn't know what to do. I think he maybe would have been a good traitor, but as a
Yes.
faithful, he
you can also
just
tell
kinda
he
sucked.
can't laugh at himself. Like
No.
he takes himself so seriously. You're gonna
was
get
so
dragged
in
out
it.
and yell
Yes.
and ruin the fucking game for
It was
Lisa.
hilarious though. Like it literally was like he was being taken away by like
Lisa,
yeah. It was Lisa. Lisa kissed me on the cheek. Like it was
Lisa's
like,
defense was
was theater.
no, it wasn't. So
She's
bad.
like, no, what?
Yeah.
But lost in the sauce of that moment is when they started like accusing other people of doing things. Like right in that moment, it was like, you did this and you did this and who did something strange. And at one point, someone was like, well, Dorinda was serving everyone turkey. And she goes, well, honey, I'm a natural born server.
Yes, I love that.
We were
Dorinda's like,
me and
I
Gia
like
were
to
cracking up about it on Taylor Watch. Like we could not get over Dorinda. Like we need more Dorinda. Like Dorinda's not getting enough screen time for me. Like I need more of her one-liners. I need more of her being a bitch. I heard that she's gotten in like a few fights and there's been a few things that they haven't included. I want the Dorinda cut. Like I want to see that afterwards.
We need the line cut of Dorinda.
Yes, because I just think that she unintentionally is so hilarious. Like that moment, like, oh well, I'm a natural born server. What am I?
She's also not even playing the game.
Sorry for no. She's just showing up and eating and being
Yes.
like, what's going on?
She had
And
another great
lives
one
another day.
Another great one-liner. Well, it was something about she like came at someone. I can't remember who it was. It was in one of the earlier episodes. And she was like, well, honey, I don't, And like someone backed up. I'm
forget
doing a terrible
too.
job, but you're right.
She
We need a
also
line
she
cut
said
of
something
her.
to Mara too. She was like, Mara, you don't. She's like, you don't say a lot until it's time to, like you don't say much until someone comes for you. Like, what's
Yeah.
your deal? And I was like, Dorinda, that's actually pretty astute. That's
Yeah.
a sharp
That's what it was.
observation.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, Mara obviously is not a traitor. Moving forward, I would say that for those who have seen Traitors before, typically there's a moment where you're able to recruit a traitor now that they've gotten one out. And so I think Rob has like ulterior motives to recruit like Colton or something. Like that's kind of, which I will hate, but I think that is kind of my prediction of it all.
That's a great prediction.
Yeah. I also think that the like the tone of Traitors is totally going to change now because we've whittled it down to like some serious players. Like the frill is gone.
Yep.
Now the competition really comes in, and I love these moments. Like I love when it starts getting like catty and mean and like a little too personal. But Rob going so gung-ho against Lisa and like kind of leading the charge on that. Candace won't forget that.
Yep.
And he's getting
Lisa
a little
won't.
big for his britches. Yeah, Lisa won't. Well, she's gone, so it doesn't really matter. But I think that like there will be a shift on Rob. Like people aren't gonna, they're gonna be like,
If
he was so sweet and cute and fun this whole time, and now all of a sudden he's like, buddied up with our number one guy we hate. Now what?
Also, Colton is just fully under his spell.
Oh, totally.
Like if Rob was not hot, Colton would not nothing, which is fine. I'm right there with you, brother.
Yeah.
But he's like, we're like best friends. It's like
he loves it. Loves. And I think that if he were presented with the opportunity to be a traitor, he would be it in 2 seconds. Like
literally any straight guy any gay guy when a straight guy's next to them.
Yeah.
Is any gay guy when a straight guy's nice to them, that's what Colton and Rob are doing.
Yes.
If a straight guy's nice to you, I'm like, oh, you're gay and you want to fuck.
Yeah.
This is what's happening. That's exactly what's happening.
100%.
Rob should use that to her advantage.
I think that she will because as we can see, Rob is out for himself. And so I think what he'll do is play faithful to the end and try to because if he's the only traitor left and he wins, he gets the money for himself. So it's like, why not pick off all the other traitors or as many as I can? Might as well do that. The thing too, though, that was smart about everything is they've voted out too many faithfuls at this point. And typically by this point, a traitor needs to there's a sacrificial lamb, and the writing was already on the wall for Lisa. Like everybody was starting to suspect her, and she was starting to get a little bad about lying. Like she was starting to be a little too aloof, and I think that she was
such a bad liar.
Yeah, she was having a hard time towards the end, and it started being silly. So there needed to be a little bit of blood in the water for the faithfuls to feel like they're making progress. For the traitors to then later come in and take them all out. So I think that Rob, as far as I can tell, while he is slicing throats of Lisa Rinna, et cetera, he's playing the best game by far. He's thinking about himself, he's thinking about long term, and he's doing a good job, even though he's being a fuckboy now.
And I think they're going to have people will eventually realize if you play the game well enough, even if you were backstabbed, you have to respect that you play the game well enough. So if he can get to that point where people are like, man, was he good with that Lisa thing, then
there's also there isn't a voting element. It's
this is my first season watching, so I don't know.
Oh no.
That's why I said Lisa. I was like, Lisa's not
No. There will be a reunion, but there's not a voting. If Rob is the only traitor left and the traitors win, then Rob wins. It's just.
I want him to win.
I think I do too.
I want him to.
I don't know if I want him to win if he brings Colton in though. This is my predictions are Rob brings Colton in, Candace has a problem with it. They get Candace out, and then it's Rob and Colton end up winning. That's
exactly
what's
gonna happen.
I know that's my worst fear because I don't want to root for Colton. Oh yeah.
They do. It's not some charity BS.
No, because you know what? It's not even that much money. I think it's it might be $250.
And then after,
which is obviously a lot of money. I'm saying for a game show.
Then after the Don gets his hands on it, you're down to 100.
Exactly. Right. Exactly. What
then
is
your agents,
the
then your
prize
managers
on Traitors?
But doesn't the prize pool go up?
But it's never actually. So right now, wait, let's see. Season 4.
I think it's 250.
So you can get more money. Last season it ended up with a little over 300 grand. So I can't tell right now because I think it starts at 100 and then the more they gain throughout the challenges is what they get or something like that.
Okay. Because that's how they add money to the thing.
Yes.
Got it.
Because there's a baseline for sure and then they add more to it.
Yeah, that makes.
So they ended up with splitting 300 grand between 4 people last season.
It's not a lot. That's less than.
That sucks. Yeah.
The Internet Invitational.
Right. Less than Internet Invitational. It's the same as Surviving Barstool. It's not,
Barstool.
So
it's so cheap.
It's for the fun. I would do Traitors for the fun of it, not for the money.
We're on a great transition there into our own our own surviving show, but we're not going to talk about it.
Oh yeah. Well, we don't have to say much. We are doing another season of Surviving Barstool, of course, at Barstool. We just don't know. We don't know the details.
Details to come. There's some juicy details coming.
There are juicy details coming. I'm doing some maneuvering. Some personal maneuvering, which we'll circle back to hopefully in a few months.
Do you care to share any more details now?
No, I don't care to share more details now. I'm being serious. I've got my business hat on. Okay.
Okay.
I'm meaning business, and I need you to know that I'm very serious about this.
About surviving maneuvering
Barstool.
with surviving
about maneuvering,
Barstool.
Not to be on it. I'm not trying to be on it. I don't want rumors spreading in that way.
Okay.
But the wheels are turning, and I have my professional hat on, and I have to stay professional.
Well, more on that in the weeks to come.
Yes.
Do we want to talk about a little bit about the Grammys? I know it was over the weekend. There's not much there. I thought it was a good show.
I'm trying to think. The only thing I really want to talk about is Chaperone's outfit.
That's also.
Yeah.
First of all, that is my Halloween costume.
Of course. Well, can I give a little movie magic?
Yes.
It's prosthetic.
The nipples. The fake
nipples.
nips.
So she had, and I looked it up. It's special effects. There's a special effects artist that helped her with it. It is a. I wish I could show you. I wish I brought them with me. But there's something called like cakes or like nipple covers that are silicone.
Cutlets.
Kind of, but not cutlets. Like they're flesh to you. Cutlets usually have a bit of like girth to it, so it's like a push up. The cakes or nipple covers just kind of stick on. And so what she did was something similar where it was prosthetics that stick on, very thin layer. So it looks very much like, and it's on top of her boobs already, but those already had like the nipple rings attached and then it was attached to the dress. So it was the shape of her breasts, but it wasn't literally her nipples and dress.
You know what killed me
which
about
I think
that
is interesting.
was the interview she gave right before.
Yeah.
She was like, this is it's just overstimulating to be here. I was like, okay. And then they're like, why? And she's like, well, everyone's taking pictures of you and you just don't know what they're doing with it. Assuming that means you don't want any pictures taken of you, then you walk to the red carpet and just pull your titties out. You're not fooling anyone.
It is kind of a crazy thing to be like, people are taking photos of you and you don't know what they're doing with them. And that is facts. Like that's a very valid thing to say. But right, like
don't walk the carpet with your tits out.
If you're worried about like what are you implying with that? Like that's there, there's other implications there. Chaperone though is notoriously anxious on the red carpet. She's a person who like. Remember, she yelled at all the paparazzi who were yelling too much. But now the paparazzi are quiet. Did you see that? Like Sabrina Carpenter was like, wow, everyone's so quiet over here. Like Chaperone ripped them into shape, which I think is fair. Like imagine you're a celebrity and you go onto not even just a red carpet, but like a tiny step and repeat.
Right.
And there's 1,000 photographers screaming in your face with flashes and lights and whatever to like, look this way. Like I would be fucked up by that. It'd be like, shut up.
It's fucked up, but at the same time,
you're still a celeb.
You're anxious. Who isn't anxious?
Yeah, you're still a celeb.
There's this thing that people, I don't want to make it like Gen Z. It's like anxiety. You cannot live your life without anxiety. Anxiety is a part of life. And if you're doing the most anxiety-inducing thing on earth, like walking a red carpet with your tits out, you're going to have some anxiety. I love her to death, but it was a little bit like... Ugh.
She's, I would say
she's
that
young.
She's young, but she's coming into
talented,
it. Like she's very talented. I am a major Chaperone fan, but I think that I think that there are... Listen, she's an artist. Like people forget that these people are weird, all right? Like artists, musicians, actors, they're weird people. And I'm not saying that. I'm saying that in a good way. Like we need that weirdness.
They're freaks.
Yes, they're freaks. But when they're put in a high stress situation, you're not quite sure how they're going to act. Like it's like us. We're a bunch of freaks here. You put us in a high stress situation and we're throwing high noon cans and stuff, It's like, what the hell? But I think that the ultimate message behind what Chaperone is like trying to do or whatever is just I think she wishes that the carpet was like a little more casual or it wasn't so like self-indulgent, but she's still participating in it. So you can't, it's either like don't go and don't say anything or go and make the best of it. And I think that she's now, even though she does say stuff like that still, I think she like gets it now. And
it's like
a little
the
bit
tennis
better.
player who cried after her match. It's like, okay, I'm sympathetic. I am very sympathetic towards mental health issues. Yeah. I have them myself. Everyone does.
Right.
But it just bothers. It grinds my gears a little bit.
Emotions are hard to process. I understand. And listen, you come from a long line of people who swallow their emotions. So I get that you don't like when other people are comfortable sharing theirs.
That's 100% exactly what it is. So
you kind of sound like Oh no, you don't sound like this person, but I actually wanted to get your thoughts on it as a fellow old adult. Did you happen to see Pharrell's speech? Pharrell won a Grammy with Kendrick Lamar for a rap duo award. I forget exactly what they won, and I apologize. But Pharrell got up there and was like, "Listen, if you want to be up here, you got to work here." He basically said, "Nobody wants to fucking work anymore. Get off your ass and work." Like that's basically what he said. And he was like, if you want to be up here, do nothing but work. Like he really went on like kind of in an angry way, being like, nobody wants to work, get up here and work, whatever. People are divided in how they feel about that. I think younger people are like, I don't want to subscribe to a world where all I think about is work.
It's the Kim K quote.
It's
work
the Kim
your
K
fucking
quote.
ass off.
But I also think that there's truth to what he said, where a lot of people will try, fail, and blame other people versus try, fail, succeed. And I think that was his message. But because he's like, I think he's like in his 40s now, Pharrell, 50, he's 50 something.
Yeah.
And I think because he said, he was like, I'm 50 something and I'm still up here and I'm whatever. And like there must be something going on in the industry that needed to like be said, because it did kind of feel out of left field. But I kind of liked it. I kind of like when people are like, get off your ass and work. Like,
I like that too.
I think it's a fun,
It's like, what's they say?
In a way that's motivating, not in a way that's like, you're not working, fuck you. Like,
exactly.
I don't like that.
It's like depression can't hit a moving target. So you're always working, you're always doing stuff, you're busy. That can help with your mental health.
Wow, I'm going to tattoo that on my body. Depression can't hit a moving target.
It's true. It's like, that's a thing.
We're going to bump the show up to daily.
No kidding. Action relieves stress. Yeah, I do the show every 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, what else we got here? We did the Grammys, we did that. Really quick, just to go back to the Super Bowl and the Patriots, I want to talk to you guys about the big slate parlay, because last week I said this was the 2 weeks ago I said it's the last one ever. It's not.
Lies.
I am all in on the New England Patriots, obviously. So I'm going to give you guys a DraftKings big slate parlay right now. I want everyone to open their phone. I want every single person to place this bet responsibly with me. It's Patriots to win. It's Drake May anytime TD score. I think when things get close, Drake starts running, he starts scrambling, that opens things up. It always happens around the third quarter. Drake is going to score. Also, he's going to throw one touchdown pass. I think it's going to be to Stefon Diggs. And then Ramondre Stevenson is going to score an anytime touchdown. That's plus $1,620 to win $340. So whether you're hosting a watch party, bringing snacks, or just here at for the halftime show and the commercials, DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 60, makes Super Bowl Sunday more fun. If you're new to betting, that's no problem. No stats, no stress. All you do is pick the team you're cheering for or a player everyone's buzzing about and place your bet. It's that simple. I just gave you guys mine, plus 1,620 to win 340-ish. 340, 360, something like that. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use code ABOUT. New customers can turn $5 into $300 in bonus bets if you win with code ABOUT. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Woo! I'm also rooting for the Patriots. I want that to be known because I didn't realize that one of your boys.
Who's
let me get his name
Will
so I can give him proper shouts.
Player on the team?
Player on the team, yes. He's doing something funny that I love. Give me one sec.
You see Stefon Diggs? He go, "What's your favorite Cardi B song?"
Oh, what did he say?
He goes, I can't say, but it's paw backwards. Wop. Then he looks at the camera, horny. You know,
wait, that's so funny.
You know, Stefon Diggs had 4 kids by 4 women this year.
Yes, I know. I've been talking about. No, Stefon Diggs is like.
Cardi B doesn't care. She goes, but he can't do it again.
He's like, whatever. He's or whatchamacallit. He's like Nick Cannon status at this point. Elon Musk, Nick Cannon, where they're like overpopulating the world with their own shit.
How old is Stefon Diggs?
He's not even that old. I feel like I've looked it up recently.
You know what's so nice about it? While you look that up, is the Patriots are now allowed to have a personality.
Yes,
I love that.
Which is why
I love everything
we
we did. Patriots are allowed to have a personality. He's 32 years old. Stefon Diggs getting up there.
That is honestly though so young, 32, and he has legit like 7 kids now. Like because he has other kids.
Football age though, that's like 60.
True, that's so true. Okay, it's Mac Collins.
Oh,
Mac Collins is doing the Warriors come out to play. Warriors is one of my favorite movies of all time. I have like a Warriors poster in my apartment. It's for those who don't know, Warriors is like a New York City gang movie from the 80s. And so it's like a gang in Coney Island and a gang in I think like Harlem or the Bronx.
Coney Island, the Bronx. 1979 it was released.
Oh my God. One of the best movies of all time. So good. But there's an iconic moment in the movie where one of the like, obviously both the gangs are fucking crazy. Like they just are like, fucking with each other the whole movie. And one of the guys on like the bad guy side, he at one point puts a bunch of his fingers in these glass bottles and he's like leaning out the car window and he's like, "Warriors come out to play," as he's clinking the bottles. And I guess Mac Hollins rolled up doing that, and then now Dave did it on Davey Dave Trader yesterday with water bottles, and I was cracking up. So I'm all in on the Patriots to win because of the Warriors.
And
reference.
he walks in with bare feet.
Yeah,
like he's a warrior.
He looks like he's really gonna he's gonna fuck shit up.
He lit up the quarterback of what's his name on the Giants. He was like in bounds and he fucking which is a big no. He like decked him out of bounds. They're like, "Why'd you do that?" Because you want to get your ass out of bounds. I was like, "I'm in love with you."
Ooh.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm rooting for them for that reason, and I'm happy for you, like we've discussed, and I love DraftKings, so shout out.
Shout out. Okay, a little bit of weekly stool here. We covered some Barstool stuff. We did the list of people going to the Super Bowl. I think we covered that pretty good. We have a couple other quick topics there. We have Ben Klein. I want to talk about Ben Klein.
Yes,
I want to talk about all of these on the list.
I want to talk about all of them on the list too. Let's just talk about all of them on the list.
Okay, so we have Ben Klein. We have Stephen Chase Hare. And then I just had Clemmer Rat Race and something on Ebony. Yeah. But let's start with Ben Klein. Ben Klein is a producer for In the Slot here.
Yeah. Which is Mubi and Kelly's show.
Somehow he ended up taking a picture with the woman with the world's biggest breasts, and they were interviewing a plastic surgeon. I have never seen a human more interested and dialed in to anything than Ben Klein on tits. He was asking, he's like, so he's got this voice. He was like, so how many CCs can you really put in there?
And he's dead fucking serious. The clip is so funny. The clip is so funny.
We'll play the clip right here.
Yeah, we'll play it.
I had the privilege of meeting the woman with the largest breasts on the planet. What's the biggest that you've
I think
done?
she might be known for, I'm looking at the picture. I actually think she is known for the...
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if these are the biggest in the world. Have you done anything like that? And what's the biggest you would go in surgery? I asked her how big they were, and she said it was like something like thousands of cc's.
Most of...
But the... I gotta say this about the men of Barstool Sports. If you ever thought for 1 minute that they were all going to be a bunch of tit guys, you were right.
Yeah.
Because like this place is just looking for mommy milkers. And I have never seen like a group of men come together and just enjoy breasts in the way that everybody here does. And Ben Klein, I now have to add to the list. Occasionally when I'll see a big breasted woman and I'll be unsure whether or not she has fake boobs. And most times she does. And usually I can tell, but sometimes, they do a really good job. So I'll group text sometimes the boob guys and I'll be like, hey, thoughts on this? Usually it includes like Tommy Smokes, Glenny Balls back in the day.
Oh my God, Glenny Balls there is no bigger boob guy on the planet.
I always include Glenny because I know he wants to see a nice pair of boobs. But now I think I have to add Ben Klein into that group chat whenever I'm trying to check out real or fake boobs because this man knows his shit on titties.
He was just the way he was so he was like, so how many cc's could you fit? Everyone was like, what?
He's like, how many cc's do you think you can get in there? Like, it's almost like he's like, how big could these boobs get?
So if I wanted them like medicine balls, could they be that big? He's got the voice.
Yeah, honestly, it's a really good Ben Klein impression.
He's like,
so funny.
I think I love Ben Klein. Is it
Love.
juvenile? He's the best. Is it juvenile for a guy to be a tit guy?
Definitely, I think. But I think guys go. Of course it is. But I think guys go through phases generally with women, or you just are one or the other. Like you're a boobs guy or an ass guy, whatever. But I think that boob guys are like a younger thing, and then as you get older, you don't care. Like you still like boobs.
You go to ass and you migrate back to boobs.
Yes, that's what I've really noticed. A pattern I've noticed where it's like guys they like boobs and they get real obsessed with an ass, and then they like boobs again, but they don't care as much as they like boobs. Aren't the make or break anymore.
Boobs come back into style in like your late 20s, early 30s.
I would say more early. I think ass is late 20s. I think you're growing up a little bit when you're
like
I
was thinking like 26 to like 31 is ass.
Yes, I think that's fair.
32 on is boobs.
I think 32 to 40 is boobs, and then I think after 40, it's like you're lucky to have somebody looking your way.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? But
Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I'm reminding myself as well. Like I said, my boob job is scheduled
for the resurgence.
No.
Would you ever get a boob job?
No, for a very long time I wanted one.
Biggest pair of fucking knockers at Barstool Sports.
My whole life I wanted a boob job because I was 100 pounds and had no titties. And my mom has big boobs. And so like I was really jealous. I was like, what the fuck? Like I'm not, all the like women in my family.
You got your dad's boobs?
Basically, yeah. But my nana had big boobs. So it's like, what the fuck? I really got the short end of the stick there. But turns out I was just like not eating enough. And so now once I started eating more, now I've got titties. So I don't really need it.
That would be fucking hilarious. How funny would that be if you just disappeared for like a month and you came back
with tits
like
up to here?
Not even like big, like huge boobs.
Massive. Like that lady, blonde. Like the lady with Ben Klein.
Like Ben Klein's girl.
Yeah. If I were allowed to do what I wanted to do to my body,
you have free will.
No. At like 16. I would be white, platinum blonde hair with the biggest boobs you've ever seen. Like I would look like that because that is what every guy wanted, it seemed, and that is exactly what I wanted to look like. Now it's the exact opposite of how I want to look. Like
I don't look like that at all.
No, I also think with big boobs sometimes, and I've talked to big chested women,
sure,
and they, they're always like, oh, you have such cute like tiny boobies, whatever. I'm like, first of all, bitch, not so small anymore. Hello, but they're like, oh, it always looks so good in shirts. Like they always talk about, the struggle with shirts. And I'm like, yeah, but no one's ever talked about my big fat titties. And I would love that. I would love for someone to mention my big fat titties once, but I just,
fuck it. No. You don't always get them taken out.
True, but no. I don't want it because
Do it for a
I don't
month.
think the recovery just for a month.
Or just get one.
The recovery.
That way you can see if you like it.
Perfect. Right, I'll see. I think the recovery would kind of suck.
Yeah.
And it takes so long for them to settle in. Like I feel like
They
you
have
look
to
like
drop.
a freak. Yeah, you look like a freak for so long, and I think that there isn't a year of my life that I'm willing to sacrifice to waiting for my boobs to settle in. I'll just wear a push-up bra. Like I literally like every bra I have right now makes my titties look massive, so I'm great. I'm happy.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm happy that you're happy.
Yeah. So small boob girls, there is hope. You
There
can
is
can
hope.
grow a pair of tits in your 30s.
Yes, you fully can. And I
Yeah.
think that's a beautiful thing.
It is. Shout out Ben Klein.
Shout
should
out
I,
Ben
Should I
Klein.
ask him what he thinks?
You should ask Ben Klein what he thinks of your tits.
Yeah, I should. I think
Ben,
he'd love
that's-
that.
and we should
Ben,
have- we
hey
should-
Ben. No,
We should
no,
have
no.
our lady.
We would never do
We
that
should
to
have HR sit in here while you do it.
Yeah. Shout out Kim. Love
Shout
her.
out Kim.
Miss her.
Ben Klein. What you know what it is?
Great clip. I love.
If there's
Ben.
ever
I
like
love
an
Ben.
inkling of like, I've had inklings here. I'm like, are these people gay? Not that I'm saying it's Ben.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then you see a clip like that, and
Yeah.
you're like, this is
And you're like,
the
nah.
straightest man.
Yeah.
So your boobs, are they heavy? Okay. Anywho.
He's like, I'm just fascinated by the size. How big can they be?
Yeah.
It's just like,
it's a science experiment.
yeah, it totally is.
I remember years ago I had Frankie Borelli. I forget what we were talking about, and he just
He's a
kept.
boob guy,
we
right?
kept saying the word boobs and boobies. He's like, I just love the word boobies, and he was giggling. He's like, ha ha ha, boobies. I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
He's the best.
It's okay. He's got a baby now.
Speaking of boob guys, Stephen Che, his hair.
Oh yeah.
Stephen Che looks hot.
I think Stephen Che looks hot.
Stephen
there's no
Che
denying
is a
that.
hot guy.
There's
when
no
he has
denying
that.
that.
Hair.
I have always thought that Stephen Che is handsome. This is good hair.
He
And
looks like
funny.
Junto from Rush Hour. The
yeah,
villain.
he said that, right? Didn't he? I think he compared
well, I
himself.
said it, but
Oh, but he also
yeah. Well, am I allowed to say it?
well,
I don't think
the
it's
fact
just an
that
Asian
he
thing. I
said
think
it-
it's because they look like
the
it.
fact he said it as well,
Okay,
I
good.
think is what makes it fine.
Okay.
But I think generally it's so what he did was get he's obviously out in San Francisco for the Super Bowl doing the yak, etc. I don't know what led to this hairstyle.
He's a Jaguars fan.
Jaguars fan. Okay, so he got his hair buzzed, but then dyed like a leopard.
Yeah.
So and it looks sick. Like it's leopard print hair. It looks sick.
Jaguar
unfortunately.
print, if you will.
Jaguar print. Yeah, there you go. That's better. But yeah,
looks great.
it looks awesome. It was a major backfire. They all thought he was gonna look stupid, and turns out he actually looks great.
I texted him. It looks good. It's such a weird text to send. I
is
was
really-
like, your hair
that
looks
is
good.
weird. Your hair
He
looks
was- He was
amazing.
like, oh, okay. He's like, faggot. I was like, sick.
Maybe he'll say that. He'll be like, you know that it's good when the gays are coming out of the woodwork. Telling me it
Literally.
looks
Well,
good.
that's what I was hoping. I was fishing for a mention.
I was favoriting all the tweets about it, so hopefully my message was received.
Che looks great, but he wore a jersey. On the back of the jersey, it said "pussy eater."
Yeah,
That
he's
makes
he's got a level of like
He's a
gross
freak.
pervert that I kind of
Yes.
like. Where I'm like, that's unexpected, and I
Yes.
appreciate that about you. Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
like when a nerd is a perv.
Me too. Me
I don't
too.
want like a bro. I don't want.
I
Like,
don't want an
I don't want
overt
disrespect
perv.
with my my
Yes.
perverts. I want someone who's like respectful.
I want a respectful pervert.
I want
yeah.
a nerdy, respectful pervert.
Yeah.
Stephen Che is a nerdy, respectful pervert.
I want someone to be able to read the room on horny, and
Yes.
if it's the appropriate time to be horny or like a funny moment to be horny,
Yes.
I want that. I don't want you to just be like relentlessly horny to the point where I have to roll my eyes and feel like you're a creep.
No, I
You
don't
know?
want anyone who like uses the word pussy like in a serious way, like as an
Yeah.
That has always grossed me out when guys be like, "You pussy." It's like, stop.
It's a little
And
cringe.
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
gross. It's like demeaning. Not to be like
It is
that guy.
totally
It's demeaning. It's like
When
what you're
guys
saying is
do
that
it, yeah, when guys do it. Actually, you know, when I was just about to say like, it's okay when girls do it, but even when if I catch myself calling a guy a pussy, I then have like a bad taste in my mouth by what I just said because it even feels like a betrayal.
Stephen Che could call me a pussy.
Yeah, me too.
Stephen Che can get it.
He's a handsome married man with a big ass family.
Yeah.
Like that man fucks. Confirmed.
He does.
You know?
I want to break up Stephen Che's family and raise his children as their mother.
And
I'm
I
sorry,
think-
Mrs.
I
Che.
think if
I'm
you
coming
show
for
up-
your man.
I think if you show up in a wig, like, what would
I
he know? You
think-
know, you just slide in.
we get Che
Give
drunk
her.
on
You
something.
should work something out with Mrs. Che and do like a hey girl, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. You get vacations, and
Perfect.
I'll sub in, and then
Yes.
she can go like take a couple days off sometimes.
I think
you
that's-
can work that out.
Che?
I think
if
she'd be
you're
amenable.
listening.
I think she'd be amenable. Yeah.
What else we got? Chris Clemmer's Rat Race is out. It's great. Everyone go check that
Ooh,
out.
it's really good. I watched it last night. It's very, very funny.
How are you not in it?
I was in the New York City one.
Why did they not have you back? That seems
Well, I'll tell you what.
bullshit.
I
I've never
was-
been invited to a Chris Clemmer anything, so.
Well, I was in the first one in New York City, which was great because I know this city.
Yes.
The second one I went to and helped out with the New Orleans one, but was very happy not to have participated because it's a lot of running. I saw the San Francisco one. I would have died if I were
Oh,
in
it's the
it.
fucking
I was
worst.
an alternate. I was in case somebody because you want to give more people a chance to do it. Like I've already done it, so it's
Right.
they want everybody to do it. But I like it's increased every time the amount of running and physical activity you have to do, and I would die. Like I'd be out right away. It's crazy.
like when the housewives were climbing in Traitors.
Yeah,
she's like,
it.
we are against Olympic athletes,
No.
football players, and I am a housewife dying to go up a hill.
100%. Like there's just no way, but it's very entertaining. I want to give a shout out to Danny Jackal, who was paired up.
Fantastic.
She's first of all, she's fantastic generally. I love her anyway.
Yep.
But she was paired with Mincy for Rat Race, and I don't want to spoil too much because I really want people to go watch. She is so fucking funny and just absolutely doesn't give a fuck about anything. Like she has no shame. She's asking people for rides every 30 seconds. She is not weighed down or interrupted by Mincy. Mincy's doing things. She's like, he's literally talking to a crackhead, and then she like goes to continue doing what she's doing. No shame, no embarrassment. It's awesome to watch. She's very, very like engaging. I've not seen her in like long form content like that before, and I really enjoyed it.
It's
so
nice.
Shout out to her.
I think she is so confident and so sure of herself.
And that's it really comes through, and it's inspiring. I tweeted that it was inspiring.
She's got big titties. Her tits are
huge. She's beautiful.
Am I allowed to say that?
She wouldn't. You know her. Like she'd be okay with you saying that.
So.
I think
we grew up together, so it's one of those things.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna do one more little final segment here before we get out of here. I put up on Instagram. I said, if you have questions for Kelly Keegs, be sure to ask. So we got a bunch of listener questions.
Oh yes, I forgot about this.
We want the listeners.
Should I put my shades on? Is this about to be shady?
No.
Okay,
there
but I'll
were
put them
some
on
weird,
anyway.
like not cool, pervy.
Okay.
Things in
Give
there.
me a not cool pervy one.
Okay, let's start off.
Maybe bleep a little.
Let's start off easy. Let's start off with an easy one. Where did you get your leopard phone case from?
Oh, Flaunt. Flaunt. All my square cases are from there. I love a square case.
We love a square case. Are you single?
Yes and no. It depends on the day.
Do you have a roster?
Yes, always. Be for real. I'm the woman of the 90s.
Mother has a roster. Kelly, how many guys are on your roster?
Again, totally depends on my mood and the time of year /
Really?
day. Yeah.
But you could get a different guy
Wintertime.
a different guy every day of the week if you wanted.
Every day of the week. That sounds like a lot of effort from my end that I'm not willing to put in. I've got a comfortable rotation for myself.
You've got a comfortable rotation. Oh, Jesus. We could really, really make this into a clip that will go crazy, but we're not going to.
Well, Neil's going to do it, so why
Neil's
bother?
gonna do it.
Don't bother spending 5 hours making a clip because you're going to get usurped.
Would you ever do Surviving Barstool again?
Yes, I would do it again. Not this time around. I need some time off. I have a hard time separating my emotions from those games, and I think that for a long time I've tried not to admit that it's a problem for me.
Right.
But when I'm in it and I get close to the end, it gets to a point where my like morality comes in, and I start worrying about like my relationships with these people, and then I can't. And that's like the coworker aspect of it. So that's where I fall short always. Is I worry about backstabbing at a certain point and long-lasting friendships being tarnished by my competitive spirit, which is high. Like I'm either 100% competitive, fuck you, I hate your guts, or I roll over completely because you're my friend. There is no in between, and I need to find that in between. And I think once I do one day, I will win, but I haven't found it yet.
Following up on that, if you were played Surviving Barstool again, who would be your dream tribe? Let's do like 6 people.
Ooh, dream tribe. That's really hard. Honestly, I'd want it to be people that are athletic that I don't care that much about. Like, I actually really, like people that I can fuck around with. I loved my first tribe on the last season of Surviving Barstool. It was like me, Mooby, Biz, Taylor Lewan, Kirk was on it, Jerry was on it. I'm trying to think who else.
You got along with Taylor, too. I was not expecting that.
Oh, yeah. Well, Taylor, that was a whole thing. Taylor was easy to work. And I think I've said this before. Like, Taylor, I think, thinks that, like, girls are like, ooh, Taylor Lewan.
Yeah.
And, of course, he's very handsome, a very charismatic guy, very funny, cool, whatever. Going into it was like, I bet that he thinks he can, like, sweet talk all the girls. And it's 100% what he thought. And I just let him think that until it wasn't the case. And he, like, still is kind of salty towards me. Like,
Did you outlast him?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And you voted him out?
Yes. It was a big plan. Yeah. But
You're
he thought we
Rob
were
from
like,
Traitors.
he thought that we were like besties and like that we had like a thing going. And I, because I was giving him puppy dog eyes the whole time, making him think so. People forget that, evil or my things can be used for evil as well.
That's absolutely true. Who's your favorite coworker?
Favorite coworker?
Besides me.
That totally depends on the situation. Obviously, favorite coworker to work with. I love working with Gia because we have a good, we understand each other if we need to move around our schedules or we go on for hours talking. It's really fun to work with her. Favorite coworker? God, that's so hard. I'm trying to think who I spend the most time with. Probably like Rhea and Fran.
I was going to say, those are like your girls.
They're like my closest friends, I would say, outside of work. Trying to think who else. Yeah, I'll say those girls.
Okay. I think that's probably...
What's like a bad one? Cut it out if it's that bad.
Will you go back to degrading people on OnlyFans?
Oh, I never really started. It was kind
But
of
you would.
But I would. But I would. Again,
That's not that bad.
OnlyFans is that's not that bad. OnlyFans for me is it's entirely mood based. Everything in my life, I don't know if you guys are noticing a trend. Everything in my life is mood based.
Oh.
So if I'm in a good mood, I can sometimes parlay that into something else. But OnlyFans is one of those things that's always in flux. So you never know what you're going to get.
You never know what you're going to get. All right. You know what? I think that's enough of the... We'll
good.
do this again next week.
Well, that wasn't so bad. I'm taking my shades off now.
No,
I was
no,
ready
it
to have to be
wasn't.
so shady or to have to like lie or
That
something.
wasn't too
which
bad.
is very hard for me to lie if you can't tell.
Very hard.
Hard to lie about when it's my
when it's
thoughts.
real.
I say when it's real and when it's my thoughts.
When it's emotion-based.
I can lie to people. It's hard
Right.
to lie about my feelings. That's hard.
I hear you. I'm the exact same way. I'm very excited about the Super Bowl. We will see you guys.
Yes.
I'll be on Instagram a bunch out there. Make sure you check it out. If you're in San Francisco,
Yay.
well, I probably won't see you because I'm going to be at the game. But if you're at the game, come
You're
and
gonna
say
be partying with you're partying with DraftKings and you're at the game.
What more is to
Do you know what you're wearing yet?
No, I have no idea. Oh, I'm going to wear this hat. Shout out
course.
47 brand.
Love that
and then
hat,
I
yeah.
got to get like a jersey. Something. Jeans. I don't know.
Very cool. What
It's gonna
about
be an
your?
early
Are you
day.
you're not gonna wear a gay for May?
I don't think so.
No.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But we have a ton of stuff. If you're a New England fan at all, get your shit now on Stored Up Barstool
Yeah,
Sports.
do it now.
So I don't want to curse us. So God willing, if there's a need to wear them in the coming weeks
Mm-hmm.
outside when you watch certain people on certain vehicles, duck boat,
Yep,
you
yep,
have it
yep.
in time. StoredUpBarstoolSports.com. Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts? No.
You want to talk shit on anyone? You want to get any hate?
Yeah, do it. Should I quickly talk shit at the end of the pod? I'm trying to think. Should I
Yeah.
talk shit about the haters?
No. Next week.
No, I won't talk shit about the haters.
Sometimes you need a little break from the shit talk. Next week we'll be coming in hot. I
Yeah.
promise you that.
Well, I think it doesn't matter if we come in hot or not. They're gonna make it look like we're coming in hot. Gaz
Here we go.
has
Here
us in
now we're cooking. Now we're going. What's up with
He has
Gaz?
this in his pocket. He knows what he's doing, and he's sending his soldiers out, and he knows what he's doing. And if it's working, it's working. And if people's feelings get hurt along the way, then I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to
do
say.
you think you're being specifically targeted by Gaz?
I think that people know. I got a fuzz on me. I think people know that I am not interpreted in a way that I used to be interpreted. People used to know that I was like sarcastic and dry and fun
Right.
and like whatever, and I'm never that serious. Now they think I'm dead fucking serious, and I think that they know that and take advantage of that, and that's fine. But it's just unfortunate, and I just wish that maybe I could be fun and silly one time in a clip instead of just talking
a
shit.
disclaimer that says Kelly is joking.
Kelly's making jokes.
Yeah.
Nothing that she's saying is serious.
Yeah.
But whatever, these are things that I'll slowly get over, and I would like to close the
Yes.
show giving a shout out to Big Cat Dan Katz, whose
Okay.
birthday was recent,
Happy
which
birthday, Dan.
maybe a shocking shout out, but I had texted him happy birthday because I really liked his tweet. He tweeted something.
And happy birthday PFT too. I believe was his birthday.
Yes, it was his birthday as well. They have the same birthday, I think, or one after the other, and. Dan had said something along the lines of like, you can't control how other people perceive you or talk about you, but you can control what you do and put out in the world. And I honestly really appreciate that advice. And I think that that's important for me to take at this point.
Hell yeah.
And I would love to move that forward. So take that as you will.
Love it. Everyone take that advice. We will see you guys next Wednesday. Goodbye.